welcome to Om Sweet Om. I'm yoga instructor Alison Schuster, and today we're at Rival Yoga in Allison Park, and we're talking to Megan Foley. Hey, Megan.
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Thanks for coming out.
I'm really excited to be here, excited to bring everybody to Rival,
Yeah.
and we just wanted to talk to you about everything Rival has to offer. You guys are new.
We're new, brand new, opened April 1st.
Which is awesome, and tell me what you guys offer. What can we do here at Rival?
We've got a little bit of everything. So to start off with our general yoga classes, we have not only general adult yogas in heated and non-heated variety, we also offer some kids classes every month. We have adaptive classes that can help people access yoga a little bit better with some tools and props and things as such. And of course, we are also now featuring aerial yoga, which we are extremely excited about.
So excited
Yes.
about that. That's where I come in, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But tell me also, you do some special events.
Yes.
And you guys are sort of known for that.
Yeah,
right?
we're not just a kind of an in-house yoga studio. We do try to think of ourselves as being a yoga community. So we have one of our major features is at least twice a month we've been offering a hike in yoga. So we meet up, we do a nice hike locally at a fall run park, and then after that we participate in an hour-long yoga class. It's for all ages, you know, families, things like that. So that's one of our really nice outdoor activities we provide to people. We also offer yoga parties. So we have kids parties, adult parties. You can book your own private little events. We have plenty of space here that we can allow you to socialize, have a little bit of food, some cake, things like that if you'd like to, and then participate in a group class as well.
And that's a great way to get into yoga.
Yes, yes.
So if you were intimidated to come into a full class,
Coming
maybe
with a group.
get a group together and give it a try.
Yes.
And then you also do some fundraising too.
Yes, we have what's called yoga on the field. Well, yoga on the field, yoga on the court. So a lot of local sports organizations can book with us on their turf, on their basketball court, their volleyball court. We actually had a hoga for a hockey team recently where it's a fundraising class. So they get all their participants together. They get a large portion of the entry fee for the class, which is only $10 each. We come out and teach for them and get a nice little group together. And it's a very, very easy fundraiser for them. They just have to advertise and get people there.
And fun, and
Yes.
gets everybody involved,
Yes.
everybody moving, so not just the team players,
Yes,
but
all
everybody
the
else gets
parents,
to move.
grandparents, brothers, sisters. Yeah, nice little.
Which is what we do.
Yeah.
We get people moving.
Yep.
That's awesome, Megan. So much to offer here. It's
Yes.
a beautiful studio, beautiful location, easy to get to
Very
here in the
easy.
Pittsburgh area.
Very
so
easy.
no matter where you live in the Pittsburgh area, it's pretty easy to
Yeah.
find you, which is awesome.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate it. We are going to take a couple minutes back in the aerial studio to talk about aerial today. So stay tuned. I'm going to meet you in a moment with the silks. And we're back here at Rival Yoga, and we're going to talk a little bit about aerial yoga. I'm with my friend Veronica Crist today. Hey, Ronnie.
Hi, Allison.
This is really fun because we both teach here at Rival. We teach aerial yoga. So really for us today, this is a conversation about something we love.
We love.
But most people have no idea what is going on behind us and what we do at aerial yoga. So we're going to talk a little bit about today, and maybe even walk through what a class would entail and how we can try this. But let's just start. Why try aerial yoga?
Why try aerial? To try something new, something adventurous. Also to try something that takes the tension off the joints, that improves flexibility, balance. Something totally different that you never thought that maybe you'd ever love or ever would want to try, and it's love at first sight.
I always tell people, you know, that when you first come into an aerial class, some of the poses are going to be so much
Yes.
easier.
Yes.
And the ones you wouldn't expect,
Assisted.
like inversions, are going to be easier.
Easier, yes.
Because the silk
The
is going to
assistance.
lift you up. You know, you're going to feel that elongation in the spine, and it's awesome. But then some of them, like maybe our Warrior series, it's going to be a little harder.
The balance.
Right? The balance is a little harder, and then sometimes even the stretch is a little deeper.
Deeper.
Because you can
How long
lean
you
into
can
the
get it,
silk.
yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I mean, you've got some physical benefits to it.
Yes.
But what you're talking about mainly is that emotional benefit of swinging, right? This is back to the playground.
Back to the
right?
playground.
It's back to school time.
It gives the mom the reason to go
Right.
back to the playground.
Back to the playground, right? That adventure of just
Yes.
swinging on the
Swinging,
swing.
yes.
I think that is what draws people to try it,
Yes.
to give it a whirl.
Being free.
Yeah, being free, being free. I mean, the silk started long ago, right? Silk started mainly in France at the French Circus School, but came over to the U.S. really in the late 50s. So this is new in our world, in yoga world, when we're
yoga
talking
world.
about yoga being thousands of years old. the silks are new. And a lot of people say, if I take a class, well, can I try out for Cirque du Soleil?
Maybe.
Maybe, if you're good enough.
Maybe it might come to you that easily. You don't have to be seasoned for this. You can be just a beginner and just go through it and learn. And we take time. It's not necessarily a continuous class of a flow, but we'll kind of start and stop it so that you have time to figure out your positioning, how it feels, level it out, finding your balance, finding where you are when you're upside down, and kind of working with it that way. Yeah.
And usually small, right?
Small.
A small class.
Yes.
So if you need spotted, there's an instructor to spot you. There's, a lot of personal attention. A little different than some of our yoga classes, which can be quite big.
Yes. Some people will be able to pick up on it themselves, and some people will require the assistance of the instructor. And typically what I like to do is show them the pose we're going to do first, so they can see it before they actually go into it and possibly maybe upside down, because that's where you may not have an understanding of where you are. Right. So,
which is another big benefit, body awareness.
Body awareness.
Right, learning where you are in space.
Where are we?
It's really, it's good for all of us, right?
It's good for all of us,
We need that help. Now, tell me about these. I know some people look at it and go, I don't know if that can hold me.
These silks will hold up to 350 pounds. They're hooked on with 2 carabiners, linked onto daisy chains, which are hooked into the ceiling. We adjust the carabiners up the daisy chain according to your height, so where the silk will land at your hip level. So before class starts, always good to get there early. I'll go through with the ladder and I'll adjust the silk according to the person's height to make sure, number one, they're able to stand and pose, and also to be able to go upside down and their head
won't
not come to the floor.
That's always a good thing.
That's important. Exactly.
But it holds a lot of weight.
Holds a lot of weight.
So in other words, when you combine the silk with the daisy chain, the carabiners, the steel beams above, I mean, you can hold a lot of people in one silk. So it's fine, right? A lot of people touch it and they're like, I don't know.
But typically only one person per silk.
Walk me through the typical class. In other words, where do you start?
So typically I'll start a class standing on the floor with some stretches and being able to come and hold on to the silk first. So in the standing with the feet on the floor, and I'll do a lot of flat back, I'll do a lot of chair poses, a lot of things where now our hands are in the silk.
And those are poses that people recognize from yoga class.
Yes, and now what you'll have is the silk either behind the knee or in the hand, where you'll actually be doing the warrior series. You'll do some planking with the feet in the silk. So it is an apparatus that is an assisted tension to the workout.
Right.
And I love that about it. I think when you have something like that, it's a complete total body workout, complete core. You'll feel that in every move you're doing.
Right.
So after floor work, then typically I'll start into a series of some small upside downs. So we'll do pigeon on the one side, we'll come out of that, we'll do pigeon on the other side. Then we'll get into the reversal of things, where we go into sacrum wrap assisted, some handstand with it. Then we'll also go back and do the sacrum wrap not assisted, where we'll get into more advanced king pigeon. And then at the end, sometimes we'll do a shoulder stand assisted in the silk as well. Always ending a class with a wonderful shavasana. The wonderful thing about the silk is it allows you to hang tension free. So to experience a shavasana with laying in this full body, being your head assisted and your heels assisted.
That's a great experience.
Is a reason to come.
and I was going to say, if nobody has seen that in a silk, picture the beach hammock, right?
The beach hammock.
And you are lying
Complete
in that
support.
hammock, and that little bit of swing is a wonderful shavasana.
It's wonderful shavasana.
It's worth it. Worth the price of admission just to get shavasana.
Exactly right, yes.
Now, I know you and I teach mainly aerial classes, beginner aerial classes, and we'll be up off the floor. However, aerial also has the opportunity to be very restorative.
Yes.
We could put the silks a foot off
All the way
floor,
down, yes.
right, and make it as
Closer.
a gentle yoga
Yes.
class. So there's really opportunity here for all kinds of yoga at all levels.
Levels, yes, yes.
Really, which
yes.
is really exciting. And then, of course, if you are into sort of our party tricks that we like to do, if you want to learn some
Always
of
good.
the big poses and the inversions, that's available to you as well.
Instagram worthy.
Yes, yes, you got to get the hero shot in the silk, right?
Always good,
It's
yes.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what drew you to aerial in the first place?
A friend of mine from a gym where I work had let me know she was going to be attending a group session of another studio that used to be in business around the area, and when I went, I was in love, let's say. I've always loved yoga, but it was that feeling of being on the playground and that feeling of being able to be in inversions, tension-free, less stress on joints, and just how different and really just how cool and adventurous it was. And right there, they were doing a teacher training that next month, and I jumped on board.
And you signed up.
Yes,
And
I
here we
signed
are,
up, and here
right?
we are.
Here we are.
Then I suckered her into it.
That's right. It's so fun. It's so fun. We pull everybody into our
We
aerial
pull
world.
everybody in, exactly.
And I think part of it is that feeling of being lifted.
Yes.
That feeling of being supported.
Yes.
So when you do trust the silk and you let it hold you up, you feel as though any pose becomes possible.
Any pose
I
becomes
think.
possible.
And the thing I always say is I'm always amazed at the end of class. Usually at the end of class,
Yes.
a yoga class is quiet. At the end of an aerial class,
Yes.
people are laughing and smiling,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
think it's just the joy from doing it, from
and can't
having the
believe and
adventure.
can't believe that they did that
Right.
until they see sometimes the picture
Yeah.
of themselves and what they look like and how beautiful. Yeah.
And having the adventure.
And having the adventure.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I always love having adventures with you, Ronnie.
I do
so
too.
I am glad that we are here together. Hey, if you want to take a class with Ronnie or with me here at Rival Yoga, we'll make sure you have that info to do it. But Ronnie, thank you so much for coming today and showing us a little bit of what we do here with aerial yoga. And we hope you'll come back again because we know that you have many different fitness strengths, right? So, yeah, we may be
There's
talking,
a couple under my sleeve.
We may be talking to you again, but we thank you. Thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
Thanks. Thank
and
you.
we're going to do a little bit of aerial today, and I'm going to take it outside and show you a little bit of what aerial's all about. So I'll meet you in a moment in the silk. Hey everybody, you're watching Om Sweet Om on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. We're back. We're going to do a little aerial sequence today. I want to show you a little bit of what aerial is all about, but it's also a sequence you're familiar with. We're going to work through a sun salutation. So you can do this sun salutation just on your mat at home, but I want you to see what it's like to take it into the silks. All of those benefits Ronnie and I were talking about of having the silk, do a little of the heavy lifting of the body, but also maybe taking those stretches a little deeper. And at the end, I'll show you one of our inversions so that you can see a little bit of that freedom, a little of that adventure that we were talking about of taking your practice to aerial. So we're going to start out at seated, and you can start seated on your mat. All of these moves can be done just on the mat as well. So go ahead and do it along with me at home, and then you can check out what it looks like in aerial. So I'm going to hop up into the silk. And we find ourselves at seated. Let's bring those hands to heart center. I'm going to inhale them all the way up. I'm going to press the silk out to either side and just close the eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. I've got that little swing going, which is nice, that sense of floating. But see if you can feel the breath come in through the chest, down to the belly. And then just bring those hands to the legs. Now take a deep breath in. Reach the arms up. That right arm comes forward. That left arm goes behind. Little twist. So we inhale all the way up. And we exhale. Little seated twist back and forth. Inhale up. Exhale, little release. Inhale. See if you can twist a little further. Let's Let's do one more each side. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, nice little seated twist. Bring those arms back up. We bring them back to the hands. I'm gonna hop out of the silk. And I'm gonna walk that silk back, taking us to mountain pose. Now, mountain pose, normally we just stand on the mat, but here we can use that silk to hold the weight of the body. I'm gonna put it right here around the upper rib cage, then open the arms out. Nice deep breath in. That feels fantastic. See if you can open the chest. Stretch those arms out just a little more. Another one, nice deep breath. Use that exhale. And we just grab onto that silk. We're gonna walk it down to the plumb line. Little chair pose, nice deep breath in. You can reach those arms out if it feels good. And then exhale, bring it to standing. I'm taking the silk up and over. Bring it together, little double wrist wrap. Maybe I walk it to the top of the mat. Reach the arms up. I can put a little tension into the silk. I can take it from side to side, just warming up. Then I'll walk it back down to that plumb line, push it forward. Little cat-cow, in and out. Same way we start our sun salutations in the studio. We're just taking it in a different direction. Then let's slowly bring it back to center. I'm gonna let go of the silk and take a big sun breath in, all the way up. Exhale those hands to heart center, starting that sun salutation out. I'm gonna put the right foot up and over that silk, pressing into the silk. Maybe I push it away, little standing split. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, let's bring it back. Let's take it to warrior one. Pressing into that warrior one, the arms go up. Nice deep breath in. I'm gonna reach a little higher. Another one, deep breath. And then exhale, just open it out into warrior two. And just like on the mat, maybe I push that foot back a little farther. Maybe I reach those arms out a little more, draw the belly in. Nice deep breath. Maybe it goes a little further, then let's flip the palm and reverse it. Nice deep breath in, reaching back. Big open rib cage. And then exhale, let it float back to warrior two. Reach it out nice and strong. And then we're gonna grab onto the silk, bring us back to the plumb line. I'm pushing that silk all the way to the ankle. Nice deep breath in. I'm gonna reach the arms up, taking them out to the sides. Little turn of that left foot. Let's bring it all the way around. Now, King Dancer is always one of my favorites. I'm going to reach back for the silk this time, though, and let it help me out. Reach that foot up, little King Dancer. Then exhale, letting go. Take a deep breath in. Reach those arms up and over. And then exhale those hands to heart center. Can we press it back into warrior three? Reach the arms out. Nice deep breath. Keep reaching. One more deep breath. Then bring those hands down to the mat. Take the knee down. Bring it all the way to the mat. Push the leg away. Nice long extension. And then let's slowly rise back up. We find that tabletop. Bring that left hand in front of the face. Left knee in line. Maybe a little kickstand in that left foot. Holds it in place. And let's take it into side plank. Open up. Nice deep breath. See if you can reach a little higher. Draw the belly in. Press the hip up. Little balance challenge with that foot in the silk. Reach it up a little higher. Now, we can even bring that hand down. We can extend both legs. Reach the arm up. Nice deep breath. Taking it just a little higher. One more deep breath in. And then exhale. Bring it back down. Now, classically, our sun salutation has a plank. Maybe we press into that mat. Bring those 2 feet together. And we have our aerial plank. Let's take 3 breaths here. Nice deep breath in. Use that exhale. Press away. Another one. Nice deep breath. Keep reaching. One more deep breath. Use that exhale. Foot comes back down. Take it all the way down. Let's stack those wrists and elbows. Let the forehead just reach for the mat. Pushing that leg away just a little bit more. And then letting it slowly rise back up. Tugging those toes underneath behind you. Pressing up and maybe just taking that foot out of the silk, walking the feet to the hands. Big sun breath in, all the way up. Exhale those hands to heart center. Turning around, our silk's behind us. We're just going to take it right into our downward facing dog. Folding over the silk. Pressing the hands into the mat. Finding that down dog. Nice lifted down dog. Maybe you can inhale that right leg up to the sky. Press away from the mat. Exhale, slowly bring it back down. Maybe that left leg goes up. Press away. Bring it back down. Maybe you walk those hands forward, bringing those feet and hands together. Nice big sun breath in. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Let's push the silk away from us. Pressing it down into those hip points. Arms reach back nice and high, walking it forward, taking it to Salabhasana, locust pose. Little swing back and forth. See if you can lift the chest. And then slowly bring those feet back down, walking it back to our down dog. Nice inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale. Taking it to one of our poses of the week, rabbit pose. Can you draw those knees into the chest? Maybe those hands even lift to the knees, our tight little ball. And bringing them back down, pressing up into down dog. And then slowly walking those hands and feet together. A nice big sun breath in, all the way up. Exhale those hands to heart center. Another one, deep breath. And exhale, maybe taking that silk up and over. Find that double wrist wrap again. And a big forward fold. Reach the arms forward. Stretch out the shoulders, relax the belly. And draw it right back in, up and over. Walking it back to our mountain pose again. Back where we started. Nice big breath in. Maybe you inhale those arms overhead. Exhale, let them float back down. Inhale, reach. Exhale. One more nice breath in. And exhale, walking it back to our plumb line. Now, it wouldn't be a fun aerial practice without a little inversion. So we want a little sense of that adventure. Now, one of the benefits is that silk is going to hold you, but we've got to trust that it will hold us. We've got to release and surrender, which is one of the big benefits Ronnie and I talked about in this practice. So I'm going to trust that silk. I'm going to lean back and take those legs nice and high and wide, finding our full star. Reach back and just let it swing. You can swing back and forth. Maybe you bring those hands down. Let it stop. Maybe those feet come into butterfly. Maybe those hands come to heart center. Maybe you take them out wide. Let those palms flip up to the sky. A nice deep breath here. And we're going to reach up, grab the silk, nice and wide. Bring it back through. And we come out, take a big sun breath in, all the way up. Bring those hands to heart center. Maybe take your practice in a new direction, a new adventure, trying new things. Give yourself a little surrender into the silk. Find a little confidence and a little joy in adding something new into your practice. Find the light within you. Take it out into the world. Namaste.